My name is what? My name is who? My name is Dyl Talks Sports. Let's get it. This is Dyl Talks Sports. Hi. My name is...
What's up, everybody? We're back, baby. This is Dyl Talks Sports. We're back with another episode, and just so grateful and excited to be here with all of y'all, and give you this video and just the day we have today to make things happen, and the success and the movement forward. And let's continue to move forward to get better every single day. I'm getting on my motivational train right now, which is fine because you guys can do everything you set your mind to, no question, always has been, and just keep making it happen. Keep putting your head to the grindstone and keep grinding at whatever your goal is, whatever your dreams are, and everything, and it will all come to fruition faster than you know. If you believe up here, then you'll see the results in the real world. So, without further ado, dropped a video earlier, actually, gaming video. Marvel Rivals, kind of on that grind right now, personally. Excellent game, awesome game, too much fun, but drop that video down. It's down below, you'll see it, and on my tweets and everything, you'll see it. But Absolute Venom Clinic, Tanking 101. I have a healing clinic out there with Invisible Woman. Got to get my Cloak and Dagger one going and get all my other ones going. But we're back at it. Let's get it today, man. Talking about NBA playoffs, still in NHL playoffs. A lot of parity going on, honestly, in sports lately. And to be honest, it's been one of the better sports years I've seen in a while. March Madness was the only thing that actually didn't really blow up and excite me how I wanted to, especially with all the one seeds being in the Final Four, which, that is madness because it doesn't happen all the time, but was just kind of predictable. But, the Masters was awesome, Rory McIlroy getting that, and the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs have been predictable, but kind of unpredictable and all over the place. A lot of parity, a lot of new teams, new energy, and new things going on instead of, the same old that we saw consistently for a couple years. So without further ado, let's dive right back in to the series that we have here and kind of go from there. So the first series that, we've been talking about is the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Denver is now down 3-2. And Jokic has probably played two good games in the whole series. So 2 of 5. He hasn't been playing nearly as good as I know he can and as I know he should. I don't know if it's the physicality that the Thunder are bringing, which is part of it, which also is kind of disrespectful because he's getting fouled probably every time down the floor, and he's the best player in the NBA. I mean, you look at any other superstar, they're getting most of the calls that he's kind of complaining about. But nonetheless, you got to play with what you got and move forward with the way that you feel like it should move forward. So whether he's getting fouled or not, you got to play with the rules and play how the refs are calling it. So yesterday was a pivotal Game 5. I know most of the time teams that win Game 5 win, I think, 84% of the series. But Denver's one of those teams that just, for some reason, they like adversity. They thrive on the adversity. I don't know what it is about them or what's going on with them, but they thrive on adversity. So 3-2, tough game last night. They kind of controlled that game for a lot of it and were playing really well. Jokic played amazing. Jamal played pretty good, but the rest of the team really just couldn't find the rhythm and kind of was all over the place. And that cost them the game at the end of it. I mean, Shai had a great fourth quarter. The Thunder had a great fourth quarter. We're seeing the Thunder grow up right before our eyes. And I don't know if that's a beautiful thing or a scary thing. It's a little bit of both because I want the Nuggets to win. But, it's good to see the Thunder, a team that they built after they got rid of all their already super team, kind of developing back. So I think this was the one series that was going to go 7 games. I honestly thought the Knicks and Celtics might. Timberwolves Warriors could have if Steph Curry didn't get hurt, which we'll get to. But some really good games there, man. They've been a lot of parity. You don't know what's going to get. It's not, just the same old series. I don't see that's what's going to happen this series. Same thing that always happens. So good to see there. But next series we got is the Timberwolves Warriors, man. I think this was a tough series for me to pick. I think I originally went the Warriors, but this was before Steph Curry got hurt. So, Jimmy Butler, I thought Jimmy Butler would step up, go back to playoff Jimmy a little bit, maybe give him a couple series, get Steph the chance to come back. But kind of seemed like Jimmy Butler's getting old, and he just can't compete like he used to. But Anthony Edwards, man, that kid's the truth. I don't care what anyone says about him or what your preconceived notions are, man, but that kid is the truth. Just a straight hooper, played really, really well, consistently, and has been a great player for the last couple of years. Probably the best young player in the league. Michael Jordan's kid, not confirmed, but look at the athleticism. Look how they play. Mid-range jumpers, all this kind of stuff. Dunking, layups. LeBron. All right, LeBron, wow. Michael Jordan, yeah. But Timberwolves are proving they're a good team, man. Chris Finch is a great coach. Gobert doesn't get the love he deserves. I've always said I sometimes overrate him too and say he's not that good. But, it's tough to have a 7'3" dude back there that is just a big body and actually has some coordination that can play well. And Julius Randle's turning off all the haters that were saying he's not that good of a player. Look what he's doing in this series and look what he's done in the last series as well and kind of turned up. Always been a really good player. I just think was, not utilized properly on the Knicks, which is okay. But Timberwolves, good team, man. I mean, the old GM of the Nuggets is there, Tim Connolly. So knows how to build a team. Actually, I don't even know if he's there anymore. I think I got fired. But anyways, knows how to build a team. I mean, Mike Conley, veteran, understands his role, accepts his role, and plays his role well. Anthony Edwards, young goat, Julius Randle, Gobert. I mean, he's getting to the fucking veteran status too. But really, really respectable team. Jaden McDaniels, a lot of real hard hoopers, and if you watch the Minnesota Timberwolves, you can tell that they want it more. They're not living on this flash and grind. They're living on the grind, and it seems like sports are going back to the grind it physicality type of thing that wins. Look at the Thunder. Look at the Eagles and the Chiefs at Super Bowl. They stomped on them. The physicality wins. I mean, when we get to the Knicks series, look at the Knicks-Celtics series. Knicks are out physicaling them, and they're up 3-1. And then Pacers-Cavaliers, kind of the same thing. Pacers just won it more, had a little bit more energy, and won it. But, tough series for the Warriors and Timberwolves. I thought it was going to be one of the better series, which it was going to be. But Steph Curry got hurt, unfortunately, and things kind of went south from there. So, happens. See what happens there. But let's move to the Pacers series, Pacers-Cavs series. I think I predicted that the Cavs were maybe going to come back and win that. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking and what I was watching. Pacers are a better team, better coaching. And coaching, as much as people want to say it doesn't matter, it matters a lot in every sport, every professional sport, every college sport. Coaching matters. Rick Carlisle is a proven winner. He has a ring. Proven to have good teams around him. Proven to be a leader of men. And, that wins you games. And Tyrese Halliburton's sitting there like I was the most overrated player and this and that. And now look at me. I'm not the most overrated. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years in a row for the Pacers, whether you like them or not. You can't argue with numbers and stats and things that happen. The Pacers have always been a gritty team, a gritty, hard-fought team that likes to just fight and be physical and work, and it's worked for them. I mean, even in the 90s, that's how they were getting there when they played the Bulls all those years. And now again, when they went up the one time with LeBron too, they're the physical team, and that works a lot. And Pacers proved to me who they are. I don't know why Tyrese Halliburton was voted the most overrated player in the NBA. He's actually pretty fairly rated, I think. I don't think he's like crazy amazing, but stepped up big yesterday in a closeout game, 31-6-8. So say what you want about him, but he did what he needed to do, and they won because of that. So Pacers first team to clinch their berth into the conference finals, either side. So shout out Pacers for that win, and congrats on that. And then the last series in the East, the Knicks and the Celtics. This was one that I really thought the Celtics were going to win. But the Knicks, like I said earlier, is proving that physicality, depth, and, teamwork are coming back to fruition and winning. And don't get me wrong, Jalen Brunson is hooping. Jalen Brunson, I always had a gripe with him in the regular season. He foul baits and fouls and gets out of his rhythm because he's just looking for fouls. And now in the playoffs, he's realizing he wasn't getting those calls much. So now he's going back to actually being the ethical hooper he is, which is a great hooper with, a lot of physicality for his size, just pure basketball IQ, really smart player. And he's hooping. He's getting buckets. It's like, just like Shai, like yesterday. You watch Shai when he's not foul baiting. He's a hooper, man. It's like you can score at will. Stop foul baiting and doing this shit. You don't need to do it. You're messing up yourself by trying to force the fouls. You're not seeing it go in and do this and that. It's like you're hurting yourself. So, but Knicks, man. I mean, before I dive in a little bit deeper in that, I want to give prayers up to Jason Tatum, man. Saw you tore your Achilles. I never wish that on anyone, whether I like you or not. I've come on this, say Tatum is not that good of a player, and I'll sit by that. But that has nothing to do with him as a person. And prayers up to his Achilles. Hopefully it heals well. Hopefully he gets back to the Jason Tatum that we all know and love watching, and the Celtics will get back to where they feel like they are and they should be. But Knicks are up 3-1. I mean, they got a chance to close out tonight. I would think they got to do it. But the Celtics might have a game in them. Derek White could go off, Jaylen Brown, all them, and extend the series a little bit. But with Tatum going down, I think this is a Knicks series. But if it goes the opposite way, you can't say the Celtics are better with Tatum. I mean, we'll see what happens. But the Knicks have proved to me a lot this year. Thibodeau's always been a good coach. Runs his players into the ground maybe, but a great coach nonetheless, and have things going with that. So that's a great series, and we'll see what happens there. If it's Pacers, Knicks, and hopefully Nuggets, Timberwolves, I'm going to stay with it. I'm still going to go Nuggets, and I think I'm going to go Knicks. That would be a great final series. I'd love to watch that, the Nuggets versus the Knicks. I'd be all over that. So that's what we got on the NBA today. Appreciate everyone joining along and following along with that, because that was it's been a great playoff series for basketball, and it's been even better for hockey as well. So let's dive into the hockey now and kind of see what we'll run quicker through that, because I'm not as in depth on them, but nonetheless I am. So the first series is the Jets and Stars, which the Stars are up 3-1 in that series. Winnipeg was the best team all year in the NHL, but Dallas was the team that was always kind of hanging around with Winnipeg on hanging around, lingering. And then April hit, tanked. I don't know what happened with them. I don't know what was going on with them, but just played terrible. And that's why they fell kind of farther down the playoff seeding. And everyone's like, oh, are they done? Doesn't seem like it. I think the Avalanche were the second best team in the West, behind maybe the Stars, it seems like, based on that series. But Stars are just proving that they're a better team. I think Winnipeg really hasn't been in this situation in many years, so kind of fallen away on that. But Ottinger for Dallas has been unbelievable. I don't think he gets the love he deserves or the credit he deserves for how good of a goalkeeper he is, but truly wonderful goalkeeping by Dallas Stars, and Mikko Rantanen, 2 hat tricks in the playoffs, one to kick the kick the Avalanche out of the playoffs. So you got to respect everything they're doing, and everything Dallas is doing. They got a really good team, and it's been the Western Conference Finals the last few years, and maybe this year they get over the hump and do it. But they're gonna have a tough on the other side. If it seems like they're gonna play the Oilers, which brings me into my next series, which is the Oilers Golden Knights, and this was one that I thought could go either way. Golden Knights were the higher seed, but of course I went with the Oilers here just because I know the Oilers were in the Stanley Cup Finals last year. Connor McDavid is the truth. Leon Drysdale is the truth, and they've just been playing better. It seems like they've become hardened over these last couple of years, and kind of figuring out stuff in that point of view, and kind of where to go with that. And the Oilers have proven to me that they're a good team. And Connor McDavid, man, I hope he gets that ring that he deserves, because he is truly a special talent in hockey that is tough to see him every now and then. The Oilers have been giving it to the Knights in the series. I mean, the Knights won that one game on kind of a fluke little goal at the end of the game there, but other than that, the Oilers have really dominated from start to finish. So that's another one that I'm very interested in, but I think we can go Oilers Stars on that side. And then Maple Leafs Panthers, man, this is a series that is kind of going. It was when I talked about it a couple days ago, Maple Leafs were up 2-0, and now the Panthers tied it back up at 2-2. That's the defending champs, man. They're not going to go. If the Maple Leafs thought that the Panthers were going to go away easily, they never were. No matter what you say or what people think, they weren't going away easy. They are the defending champs for a reason. They could have won 2 years ago as well, and they got that pedigree. So Maple Leafs, for as good as they've been this year with offensively, they got to always lock in on defense and know that the Panthers aren't going to go away easy. If they want to make the Stanley Cup final for the first time in a while, the Maple Leafs, and make something happen for Toronto, make all my Toronto people happy, all my Toronto friends, they better tighten up and realize that this is the Panthers. This isn't no slouch team. They've been here before. They won the finals last year. So we're going to see what happens there, and that's great. And then last series, Capitals and Hurricanes. This is another one that kind of surprised me. Hurricanes up 3-1 in the series. By no means over. The Capitals are very good, but Hurricanes looking like maybe they're just a team of destiny this year, just a better team. They've been consistently good the last 3-4 years and kind of haven't really done anything with it, kind of just been stagnant, but kind of seems like they're starting to actually get the rhythm and figure out what's going on. I mean, they stomped on the Devils in the first round series, which I didn't think was going to happen, but they really did improve that they're just a really good team. So maybe the Hurricanes make some noise. I mean, Capitals, of course, have a chance to come back 3-1. They have Ovechkin. They have Tom Wilson. They have a couple other great players out there. But, that's one that's another curious thing. But the thing that I've loved about the playoffs this year is they've really gone either way. Like, there's been a lot of parity, and like you don't really know exactly what's going to happen. Of course, you know in a little sense, but kind of all over the place and bouncing back and forth and figuring out there. So it's been great, and I'm just really happy and excited to talk to you guys about sports every single day and do this and the YouTube thing. And, I put my Marvel Rivals gaming video on there because that's something I'm really passionate about sports. I'm going to probably start getting more in depth into motivational speak and that positive kind of mindset attitude type of thing here coming up soon, and have new designs dropping on Dynasty brand coming here in the next few weeks, which I'll be promoting on here, promoting on my Instagram, be promoting on everything. And you guys let me know in the comments what you want. I'll put my emails down there. My email's also in my bio. Reach out to me and get yours today. I mean, it's get in while Dynasty's on the low level, because we're rapidly growing, rapidly expanding our production and blowing up, and we're on the cutting edge of clothing that's good for you and helps your health and push you forward throughout your health. And it's it's not just about mindset, it's about eating healthy and taking the right supplements and being the right person you want to be. So but these happen over the next couple of weeks. Just want to get you guys a little in-depth analysis on what's going on. And I wouldn't be able to do this stuff without you guys, so I appreciate you guys every single day. This was another episode of Dyl Talks Sports. I hope you like my intro that we just made. But anyways, this is Dyl Talks Sports. This was NBA, NHL playoff breakdown analysis. I hope everyone's doing great. Have a great day. Enjoying the warm weather. God bless, and see you later.